Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and it is time for the Stack of 5 for July. So if you're unfamiliar with Stack of 5, basically I pull out 5 books that are in need of reading or that are on a theme, and though I can't read all of them, I do want to read at least one of them, so you guys vote on which one you most want me to read and do a video review of for the month. I hadn't planned on doing a Stack of 5 for July because I need to prepare for Austin in August, so I have a huge stack of Jane stuff to work through. I was just going to focus on my Jane stack and just pick things up if and when I finish that. But as I was recording the July TBR and I started talking about the fact that I went to ALA this weekend, I was suddenly like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do a stack of 5. So here are 5 books that I brought home with me from ALA, and I'm going to let you decide which one I'm going to read and review this month, and take some of the pressure off me of making that first decision. So, the books that I picked are The Chaos of Stars by Kiersten White. I love her writing, and it's always so engaging, and I feel like going with her and her writing and her characters will probably jumpstart my reading. I always rely on Paranormalcy as a funk breaker. It just draws you in, you read it really quickly, and then you're like in the mood to keep devouring books, and so I'm hoping Chaos of the Stars will be the same. It comes out in September, so it is one of the earlier arcs, and I'm definitely eager for it. Across the Star-Swept Sea by Diana Peterfriend. This is the sequel to For Darkness Shows the Stars, so if you do vote for this one, realize that it would be a sequel that I'm reviewing, so if you haven't read For Darkness or you're a little afraid of spoilers, that might not be the one you want to vote for, but I'm definitely eager for it. I want to see where the story goes, and I also want to see how she pulls in an adaptation of another book. For Darkness Shows the Stars was a futuristic adaptation of Jane Austen's Persuasion, and this one, though it is a direct sequel to that, doesn't use Jane Austen, it uses the Scarlet Pimpernel, so I'm curious to see how that works out. And this one comes out in October. Antigoddess by Kendra Blake. I'm super eager for this one. I think you guys know by now that I love her, again with the style. It's writing that will really draw me in and make me want to devour the book. I've been looking forward to this one all year. This one takes on the Greek gods in a sort of modern setting, and it just sounds excellent, and I can't wait to dive into another book by her. And again, this one comes out in September. The Real Boy by Anne Ursu, which I technically didn't get at ALA. I did get this before ALA, but they were giving them away there. I did go to a cocktail party in honor of Anne, and I want to read it, so I felt that it's justified. It is an ALA book, even if I didn't get it there. It's by the author of Breadcrumbs, which I've talked about before. You know I adore that book, and on the strength of that, of course, I'm wanting to read this one. I have had it for a couple weeks now, and I keep reaching for it and wanting to pick it up, but I've been holding off just because it doesn't come out until October, and I was afraid that if I read it right now, I might procrastinate on my review and then forget what I want to say. But if you guys give me the push, then I can just blame it on you. So I'm definitely willing to just ignore better judgment and go for it. And though there is one other book that I'm very, very excited for, I'm actually not putting it in this month's stack, and that would be More Than This by Patrick Ness, because I'm afraid it will crush me, and I am not ready for that. So that is one of my most anticipated books from ALA, and one of the ones I'm most eager for. So when you guys see my ALA wrap up, I don't want you to think, well, why didn't she put that in the July stack if she's so eager for it? I can't face it yet. He implied I might cry. So instead of that, I'm going to go with the book that comes out the soonest. That's probably the quickest, and that would be Extremities by David Lubar. This is not what the final cover looks like. I really do like the final cover, but basically this is middle grade horror stories. Alexis from Torteen was talking to us about it and said that they're really good and nice and creepy, so I could go ahead and read this one since it does come out this month. It comes out sometime in July, and I mean, it's quick, it's big, you know, middle grade print, and it has illustrations in it, so if you guys would like a review of something like that, it does come out the soonest. So once again, those books were Chaos of Stars by Kiersten White, Across the Star-Swept Sea by Diana Peterfriend, Antigoddess by Kendra Blake, The Real Boy by Anne Ursu, and Extremities by David Lubar. So go ahead and vote in the comments for which one you want me to definitely read and do a video review of this month. And if you do your own stack of 5, definitely leave it as a video response below so that everyone can come find it and vote, including me, because I love being able to vote. Other than that, feel free to let me know what you think of the books that I chose in the comments. And yes, I will be doing an ALA wrap-up, so keep an eye out for that. But until next time, that's all from me. Happy reading!